Apartment complex on Waverly Drive. Surveillance video shows an adult and a child exit the SUV from the driver's side, while an adult and another child exit from the passenger side.
The adult walked ahead thinking the child was right behind her. Unfortunately, she wasn't. He began to drive forward to turn around.
After the child was hit, deputies say the driver stops and the relatives began assaulting the driver. Uber says in a statement the details of what's been reported is heartbreaking and our thoughts go out to the victim's family. We have removed the driver's access to the platform while this investigation is ongoing. Neighbors at the apartment complex tried to help.
And when I came out, I seen it, and the first thing I said was just give me my keys, because I don't want to wait on no ambulance.
The Harris County Sheriff's Office says the child was with two adult relatives.
Welcome to the podcast. It2 podcast, the acronym standing for Is It Important to You? If it is, there's no judgment. If it isn't, there's no judgment. We voice how we feel respectfully with each other. Today we just want to cover, I was watching a story about an Uber driver. He ran over a 2-year-old. This happened in Texas on Waverly Drive. He was dropping the mom, and it looks like another child off with, she was actually 1. She was going to be 2 in a couple days. You see when they exit the vehicle, the mother gets out, it looks like with a child, one child, she's holding her hand, and for some reason, the 1-year-old exits the vehicle on her own. The Uber driver is in a truck, like a mini SUV, and as you know, a 1-year-old is barely taller than a regular compact size car. So in an SUV, he didn't see her. He ran her over. She got pinned under the car. And you see the family pull him out the car and commence to beating this man down. And then once they were able to back the car up, I guess a family member tried to back it up. They were able to get her from under the car. No one called 911. For some reason, they ran to a gas station and called 911. Anyway, once 911 arrived, they were unable to bring her back to life, and she died. So my question to you is, what are your thoughts, and do you think anyone should be charged? And let me remind you, the driver was not impaired. The driver was not on any medication, and he was not depressed or anything once the police arrived to the scene. Do you think anybody should be charged? And who do you think is at fault for this? Would anybody be at fault?
Do you think, okay, do you think, you're asking me, do I think he's wrong?
What are your thoughts? Who do you think is wrong in this situation? If you think anyone is wrong, and should anyone
Okay.
be charged?
I think that, honestly, the mom, because when I watched it, they said, and I seen in the whole story that they said that is not the parent.
So that wasn't the mom.
No.
But at the time, this was the person that was responsible for caring for this 1-year-old. So
what I'm saying
at the end of the day, this was the caregiver of the 1-year-old.
So what I'm saying is, you should know, because every time somebody leaves me with their child or I go somewhere, they always tell me, or they always, oh, be careful, or they just tell you little things to go over, like make sure you watching her, or go to the bathroom with her. If she go to the bathroom, please, like they always, I be with so many people, kids, that I can remember the things that they say to me. Like, if you're in the store, please hold her hand, please hold his hand. So as the person who was watching this child, you way by the front door. Like, are you dumb? Like, you could have at least left the oldest in the back, everybody almost to the house, and you didn't think, okay, because you don't have no common sense, whoever walked in the house, because I just know every time I'm with kids, I'm like, okay, where is everybody at? I need to make sure I see everybody. And why did the baby get out on the other side?
Exactly.
That was dumb.
And see you. Okay, Grace.
Everybody should have got.
She just turned 3, right?
Yeah.
If you were in an Uber with Grace, Grace is 3 years old. Would you get out and not have her in your hand on the same side as you? Would you let her get out on the opposite side?
No, that's what I'm saying.
That's what's crazy. That's
Why
what
does
I'm saying.
and then she obviously closed the door by herself too,
Exactly.
because
And
everybody else was on the other side.
mind you, this is a 1 year old. I would not. My 1 year old, a 1 year old basically is still like a baby. So I would get out holding my 1 year old. My 1 year old is not going to get out on the opposite side of the Uber. That makes no sense. And then when you see him pull off, he didn't pull off like fast or anything. He pulled off slow. So it just was crazy at all times. You need to know where a 1 year old is. You need to know where a 2 year old is, especially around traffic and out of a vehicle in public places. Anything could happen. They can get snatched, they can get anything. So it's just it's a sad situation. It's just and you see the person just walking off. It's like they're in their own world. Like you don't know that the 1 year old is not with you.
That's what I'm saying. I think that whole family, or that whole, all of them, they are wrong. First of all, when you look, if you pause the video, the footage of, because that's the live footage of her getting ran over.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
The adult is gone. The baby might as well have gotten the Uber by herself and got her own ride home.
Exactly, because
It's like nobody.
essentially that's what really it was like. She was by herself. Why would you? I'm like, they don't know this baby. I'm looking like I'm screaming at the screen like y'all don't know that baby right there. I'm yelling. I
The
know the
baby
people can't
brought her
hear me, but
aunt.
that's just like, come on, like you're. I'm like, this is crazy. And to, I guess that's anybody reaction, but it's just it really the anger is misplaced. It really was misplaced. This is not this driver's fault. If anything, you should have been beating down the lady who was supposed to be in care of the child that you sent her in the Uber with. Why would you? That was the person that was responsible for making sure the child made it home safe, got out safe, came home to the front door safe. So, but do you think
Honestly, he don't need to be charged, because that man probably was like,
that was my next
the man
question?
probably was thinking like, okay, this is an adult. She got the other two kids on her side.
Mm-hmm.
In anybody's right mind, I would have went up too. I'm not looking for no.
That and that made me think
I'm not
about
looking
you.
for
I'm like, I'm thinking about Ellie because Ellie
I'm
would have
not thinking-
been.
Mom, you know how many pedestrians I didn't had to slam on brakes for, because they just be walking in front of cars, and people
Mm-hmm.
don't be watching their kids and stuff. But I'm not looking for no 1-year-old, especially if you
You
see the person got the two kids on the other side. You thinking, okay, why would you leave the youngest on the whole other side of the car?
exactly, and his train of thought could have been, oh, maybe the 1 year old, because 1 year olds are short. She could have been walking in front of the mom. So you probably you thinking the 1 year old in front of the mom because she got the other kids with her. You're not thinking, oh, she didn't even get the 1 year old out of the car with her. She just walked away. That's why I'm like, it's just that's weird. It just doesn't make sense. So your thoughts are no one should be charged, no neglect, no,
No,
no.
I think the people that, now honestly, I want to say that the girl is wrong.
But
She is wrong, but that's not her child. You got to remember, she's wrong, but she don't have to watch over it. Like, I don't know if you get what I'm saying. She don't have
so
to do it.
so you think it just was an honest mistake
It
on
was just,
both
no, it wasn't a
sides?
mistake. It was just, that's not her. If that's not her child, she don't have to. She was stupid and wrong. But you got to
Mm-hmm.
remember, that's not her blood. She didn't push that baby out. That's
Mm-hmm.
why they say be careful who you leave your kids with.
Mm-hmm.
Because
Yeah.
you have to remember, if I'm it's just like, yeah, I mean, some people may say the child was in her care, so you're fully responsible,
Mm-hmm.
which I think is true. But at the end of the day, be careful who you leave your kids with, because she don't got it. That's not her baby. That might be her
Yeah.
cousin or whatever, but she's not gonna feel that mom, like,
Instinct, that motherly
she's
instinct.
not gonna
Yeah.
feel that motherly.
Yeah.
That depression too. If your child passed away, she's not gonna feel none of that. So
That's deeply right.
it's just actually unfortunate for the actual mother.
Yeah, for both sides, because I think the driver is gonna, that might bother him some too. So just let us know what you guys think about this with the Uber driver accidentally running over the 2-year-old. He presumed that the mom had the 2-year-old, or whoever the caregiver was, because you see her walking away with the other child, and he was in an SUV, so he did not see the 1-year-old. I keep saying 2-year-old. She was about to be 2. And he ran her over, and she got pinned under the car, and she sadly passed away. And just let us know your thoughts on this case, and don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to the channel. And thank you guys for listening.